Hey, yo, what's good? It's your boy Sharp, as you know, sitting in my tow truck, taking a ride. So I just dropped off a car, and now I'm just stuck in a little bit of traffic on 95, but you know, everything going good. Anyway, as y'all know, download the show off DUHSHOWOFFZ. I'm gonna always say it. That's just my app. You know how it is. It's my app, and I'm going forward all the way full force. You see, I be wearing my stuff. Look, new caps came in. Bang, with another logo. You know, fresh. Anyway, what's up? How's y'all doing? You know, as I tell you, I'm from Philly. Always from Philly. You know, I'm from Philadelphia. And I'm sure everybody heard about the indictment on Weymouth, and everybody is talking about this and talking about that. Listen, it's an everyday struggle here. Everybody got their time. It happens. You understand? It happens. Everybody, you know, we all go through it. If you're in the streets, that's the life. What you do with the street money, that's your life too. You understand? I hope that some of them people save their money, because they're going to need a lot of lawyers. And they're going to need a lot of lawyers, because when you know it's 33 of them, how many of them is going to tell? You don't know. Not all 33 of them going to stand tall. Just remember that. Not all 33 of them going to stand tall. So let's see who it goes. And as you know, Weymouth has been on the internet forever, because, you know, you got the devils from Doreen Torres and stuff like that, and then you got them in war with people. And then what? Not too long ago, Dolly took a chain from one of them. You know, it's just stuff that's going on. But it's just the street life, you know? You got to expect this, the street life. How many countless people say you're either going to be on the grave or you're going to be in jail? Not many come out soon. I was in the street. I went straight to jail. Everybody knows that. I went to jail. I ain't go to the grave. Thank God. You know, thank God. Thanks my Santos. Thanks my Richas. Thank everybody. I ain't go to the grave, but that's the way it goes. You know what I mean? That's the life we live. But here's the thing on that. As much people was out there and this and that, they only caught 33, and they've been watching the whole thing for a decade, they said. Just 33 in a decade. So how about that? So what you think is going to happen now? They're going to tell, it's probably going to get bigger. That's just it. Because from my point of view, it'll never closes. And then to have the head of the FBI down here for that, I don't know. It must have been something big. This must be something that we don't know about. Because you got gang wars, you got a drug block, as they say. Because remember, everybody's innocent to proven guilty. So maybe not all 33 of them is going to get convicted. You know, maybe they just hit with a slap of the wrist and then go home. We never know what's going to happen. Because I know when I got indicted, everybody can talk all they want, but the real thing is in the paperwork. But you can fight all that. You can fight all that. You understand? Like, I don't talk about it much. I talked about it before, but I went to trial in the feds, and there was somebody told on me. He sat on the stand and he pointed his finger at me. You know who he is. He know who he is, and you know who he did it. I haven't seen him yet, but you know, that's life. But that's the game we play. You understand? Not many people are built for this. So y'all little niggas, y'all young niggas, YNs that want to be out there, y'all gotta be careful. Y'all little YNs that want to be out there, y'all gotta be careful. You know, it ain't fun and games when you got your homies, y'all smoking weed, drinking, and say, yeah, we cool and stuff like that, and driving around and getting biddies and all this stuff. Understand what comes with that when you want to be a gangster. How many gangsters you know fell and came through? You know, what's the topic right now? Rats and mobsters. Mobsters having a cheesesteak war. Fuck do that. A cheesesteak war. Patch want to talk about Joey. Joey want to talk about Pat's, and then Joey want to talk about this and that. Think about that. Come on. I respect Joey. Joey didn't sit on no stand. Joey didn't tell and this and that. I respect that. I respect that. That man stand tall no matter what happened to him. Congratulations, Joe. You're a true gangster. Anyway, I'm still in traffic. I'm making a video while I'm in traffic. But yeah, but that's what comes with that, you know. We all like the money. We all like money. That is for sure. That is for certain that all of us like money. We think it's cool. But now is the real term, because now they made national news, by the way. Weymouth is on the map. They made the news. And that news came and everybody talking about it. Of course everybody in Philadelphia is gonna talk about it. But you know, everybody everywhere. Soon everybody YouTube's gonna talk about it, and everybody's gonna be talking about it, that Weymouth niggas this and that. Because why? Because they represent something. And then now you got singers that come out of Weymouth. You got rappers that come out of Weymouth. I'm not gonna mention their names because y'all know who they are. But you know, this is not censored, this ain't edited, whatever, so I'm not gonna be mentioning names, get myself stuck in a little gossip that I got nothing to do with. But yeah, but that's life, you know. Listen, I ran the streets. When I was young, I ran the streets. I ain't running the streets no longer. Now I did my time, I came home, I learned from people in there how to do a few things, and now I got little legal businesses, you know. Got my little legal businesses that I survive. And that is the best thing, surviving. That's what it's called, surviving. I'm not a rich person. I'm totally nowhere near rich. Totally nowhere near rich, but I survive. And that's what it's all about, surviving. It's all about surviving and how you're gonna make it and how you're gonna survive through life. That's all that matters. And it's all gonna go through that. How you gonna survive and how you gonna make it. You don't want our kids to grow up in the street. You don't want that, that's for sure. So if you're gonna do this shit for a reason. I'm knocking nobody for doing what they're doing, because I ran the streets. I can't turn around and tell you, oh yeah, you can't do that, this and that. That'd be a hypocrite for me to say that. You don't want my kids to do it? No, I don't want my kids to do it. You know? But that's it. And if y'all want to look at the indictment, go to Google. We're gonna talk about the indictments and rats. Go to Google, and y'all can come. They're gonna tell you all about their indictment. What's the indictment about? And we're talking about the Weymouth niggas. You know, and we're gonna talk about that. All them niggas, them 33 people. Let's see who's gonna tell. I'm sure that maybe 10 of them is gonna open their mouth about something. Who's the 10? We don't know, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You know, rats are everywhere. Like, listen, the guy that sat on me on the stand, I know him for like 15, 20 years. I used to go to his house and everything. Like, how is that? Like, you can't trust nobody. They can't play, you know. You can't, how do you say, you can't play with fire and not expect to get blown out. That's what happened, you know. He couldn't take the heat. So like my dad always said, you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen. Can't stay the heat, stay out of the kitchen, and that's what happened. He couldn't take it, so he wanted to tell, and he went and told on everybody. He was the head of the indictment and told on everybody. Now what sense does that make? You the top dog and you tell on everybody on your indictment. How is that? I went to trial. He still told. But you know what? Came back in appeals. Came back in appeals and it worked. When you go to trial, you don't tell, you keep your mouth shut. Things happen for you. A lot of things happen for you. But now I just keep quiet. You know, ain't nothing to do. I'm me. And if somebody asks me, I got paperwork. I got paperwork for niggas that don't know that who ratted on me. I definitely got paperwork on me. I got my trial papers. I got my paperwork where it says that nigga pointed the finger at me. You understand? Nigga pointed the finger at me, so he a rat. So it wasn't like, you know how you hear as a proffer hearing. It was a confidential informant. It was a cooperating witness and all this and that. That nigga's a rat. That nigga sat on my shit. That nigga sat on me and told on me. Come on, how you expect? And then you want to go around town and tell people, nah, I didn't tell on this and that. What? Nigga, you sat on the stand. Look, I turn this shit from an indictment I have it on Weymouth to me, because I take it personal, you know. We get indicted, and that's what happened. My co-defendant went to jail with me, and he did his time with no problem. We were together the whole time until we separated. And you know what? To this day, he's still with me. That's my boy, and he's still with me. My co-defendant still hangs out with me. My co-defendant, I see him every day. I talk to him every day. Because if I'm good, he's going to be good. And that's what happens. You understand? So, when you in the streets, all them young niggas, be careful, man. All I can do is give y'all advice and tell y'all be careful. Y'all want to lay down that gat and y'all want to be bosses and stuff, because this and that, listen, I'm not telling you no. You do what y'all want to do. Just remember what comes with it. It's the grave or it's jail. Just gotta be careful, man, out there. They talking about they was watching these niggas for a decade. They was watching them for almost a decade and only locked 33 people up. Come on, you know. They was out there for a decade. You gotta be locking up a bunch of people. Not just 33 people. Think about that. When they indicted Fifth and Westmoreland, national news, Fifth and Westmoreland got indicted, Them niggas get money, that's cool, let them get money. But them niggas got indicted. And the ones that got indicted was the young niggas. They talking about them this and that. And they've been watching them for this and that and only locked up 3 or 4 people. They only locked up, what, 20 people? Come on. You got the head of the FBI to come out and come get you, and he only... And they talking major network, major bus, and this and that, and got 33 people, and they watching them for a decade. And I'm talking about the Weymouth. How you watching these niggas for a decade and only locked up 3 people? You already got people telling. You obviously got people telling. Because if they went, listen, I get in deeper with y'all. They went in 90% of the houses on that block. 90% of them houses on that block were stash houses. How the fuck is that? All the addresses come up. I'm telling you, look it up on Google. Y'all search it. Y'all really deep search it. Y'all read the whole indictment. The whole indictment is 173 pages long. Search it. Go to Google, scroll down, and y'all see it says DOJ or something. And I'm telling you, go to DOJ or something, and this whole indictment come out. The whole indictment come out. That's what comes with it. You know, I did my time. My co-defendant did his time. The rats did their time. Now y'all gotta stand strong. Now you're gonna see who got balls in their pants. And there's females that got locked up too. And I know there's females that stand strong. And there's female that tells too. But I'm sure there's gonna be I bet you the females will probably stand stronger than what the male is gonna do. That's real talk. That's real talk. All them people, man, I wish them luck. But what I can tell them, read their paperwork. If they can get out of it quick, just plead out and take your asses out of there. Because if y'all go to trial, it's going to be a mission. I went to trial and it wasn't easy. I'm going to tell you right now. The FBI, DEA, AUSA, or whoever, United States of America, they play dirty. They play dirty. Because I went to trial. I was in trial for 3 or 4 days, and they play dirty. Imagine how dirty they play. They had put a camera on this rat-ass nigga that sat on me in front of his house. And then they put a picture up there. And they said that it was me. But when they showed the video, they said, unfortunately, the camera wasn't working in front of the house, but we got picture from down the block on the corner. So they got 24-hour surveillance, and then they say that they got me in the corner store video, from the corner store all the way to his house. Come on, think about that. It wasn't working that day. Think about that. They don't play fair, guys. When y'all get on there, y'all know they don't play fair at all. FBI does not play fair. DEA don't play fair. The United States don't play fair. They do not play fair. I don't care what, when, where, how. Don't play fair at all. Just it's for y'all young niggas, man. Everything is fine and dandy to get money and this and that. When y'all get booked, I ain't never been to state. I've been to the county. I ain't never been to state, so I can't talk about state. But I can tell you about the federal system. Federal system is no joke. Just remember that. Federal system is no joke. So if y'all niggas get caught up, you know, just be careful out there. Y'all young niggas, man, think twice, man. And if y'all got kids and everything, think twice, man. Life here is not. And Philly's not a safe, you know, Philly's not safe. Y'all know how it is, Philly. If you didn't grow up in Philly, you got a problem. If you grew up in Philly, you know what it is about. You know. And I'm jibber-jabbing about this indictment and stuff like that because it's national news. It's not y'all hearing it from me. Y'all heard it from the national news. Them niggas is out here. National news, them niggas is out here. And they probably still out here doing their thing or whatever. Man, listen. Rats, there about to be a lot of them on this Weymouth thing. Y'all niggas that are out there, just be careful, man. Because they can implicate anybody. They can just mention your name and the feds will come get you. That's how dirty they play. They get your name, they come get you. Y'all niggas gotta keep it real. And them rats, y'all gonna see how many rats are gonna come out. And that's not even funny, laughing or nothing. Y'all young niggas, choose your friends wisely. Choose your friends wisely because those are the first ones that can tell on you because you tell them how to do everything. Y'all go smoke that weed, get drunk and this and that. Like, yo, let's go rob this nigga. Let's go do this and that, this and that. Those are the niggas that'll tell on you. Remember that. It's not many. Close your hands. That's how many people you know that's going to be next to you. Count them fingers when you close your hands. Yeah. You close your hands, that's how many people won't be next to you. Nobody. Unless it's your mom and dad, they're going to be next to you because, you know, that's your family. They're going to be next to you. Because your brothers and sisters might not even be up. Your brothers and sisters might not even be next to you. You locked up, bro. Y'all got to understand that. But yeah, that's the way it goes. Don't forget to download the show off on Apple Store, Google Play, handle your business. DUHSHOWOFFZ, and I'm out.